Lads there leading the way. Into the yellow grade, the next grade up. First up there is one of our lady racers, Jane Allard in car number 3, and Daniel Sutton 439 alongside. There are a couple of locals on the next row from Clacton. His first go in the yellow grade. He said he wanted to start up the front for tonight, but I'm afraid you can't. There's the price of fame and all that. Mark Kerry, number 28, and on his outside another of our ladies, Carol Reynolds from Norwich. Blue grade next one up, and that's over there on the Caster Bend, led off by Joe Tandy Jr. in 129 from out Bedford Way, and Nick Tandy in 128. On the next row, one that we don't see here very often. We've seen him occasionally at Rye House and one or two of our other raceways, but I think possibly his first visit here to Caster. Driver number 5 is Louis Whiteman. And then on the outside, another very much a local lad, 105 Dean Watson. The two Barnetts, 51 Craig Barnett and 151 Darren Barnett. Michael Coventry in car 70, Lee Pearce very quick in car 23, and 150, that's another one we don't see here very often, Dave Perrin. And the stars at the back of the grid, these are the ones with the red roof at the top of the points. They start at the back of the grid, half a lap handicap, and they're led away by 349, local lad Michael Allard. Calvin Girling on his outside in 168. Southern champion number 6 Simon Walton, and another of our top ladies 411 Lisa Kerry. Read all about her in the programme. 55 is Danny Ireland, and on his outside the newly crowned British champion and of course defending East Anglian Championship tonight from Norwich, 140 Paul Kemp. And right at the very back of the grid, the reigning champion of the world with a gold roof, this is Michelle Randall. So that's your runners and riders for this. It's 15 laps. It's going to be a good race this. Hang on to your helmets as we hand over to our starter, Mark Seaman. Right, so race underway then, 15 laps ahead of us. So the cars are underway, must make a point tonight with this being the East Anglian Championship. The top 8 in each of the 2 heats will score points and they will go forward to the front of the grid for the championship. Everybody else will go in at the back. So they're racing for more than just the 3 trophies that there is on every Ministox race. They're racing also for a good grid in tonight's East Anglian Championship. Actual race at the moment is being led by number 11, Stu Warby, or in fact it could well be that Mark Kerry's taking it up now, is it? No, still Stu Warby there in car number 11. Whoops, drama on the Caster Bend as 349 Michael Allard has had a rollover. We'll have a yellow, Mr. Starter, please. We will take a yellow on this one with Michael Allard. Well up and truly over on the Caster Bend, and by one of those quirks of fate, his sister, Jane Allard, actually ran into him in car number 3. So we do have a yellow flag out. Michael is safely out from the car and is none the worse from that, which is good to see. So good news there as far as Michael Allard is concerned. His sister Jane in number 3, she's on the move again as well, and I think it's in all probability we're all ready to run again. So taking round, they'll be coming around again, Mr. Starter, and we'll be restarting in just a moment. The one that you need for the lead is number 11, Stu Warby. 105 Dean Watson is running second. Back of the grid. So need to be first 8 in either this heat or the next heat to get front of the grid starts for the championship, which comes up at race number 7. Okay then, hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. No extra charge for that. Here we go again then, completely fresh restart. Race number 1. This is for the Ministox. Right, they're all away again then for the second time of asking, and hopefully this time no problems. It is an active formula, as we said in the preview. They do get a bit stuck in, but you know, hopefully this time we'll proceed without any further red flags, yellow flags or any other problems. The race then led at the moment by number 11, Stu Orby. So he's down the back straight. Second man is 129 Nick Tandy, and 51 is running third. That one is young Craig Barnett, former British champion, held the title until the weekend when, as you know, Paul Kemp 140 took up the running. So Stu Orby then down the back straight. He is the current leader, the one in the red and white. 129 is running second, Joe Tandy Jr. Craig Barnett third in 51. Then we get 439 Daniel Sutton. 105, which is Dean Watson driving Louise Flack's car tonight, normally number 14, but being driven by Dean Watson. And then number 6, Simon Welton. He's going well in car number 6. Very nicely turned out car. Change on lead as Joe Tandy Jr. takes over in 129. So young Joe becomes the new race leader on lap number 4. So here he comes then, heading off down the home straight again, still with the lead. 51 meanwhile has moved through into second spot, and beyond that in third we have the former leader, number 11, Stu Orby. Remember, the top 8 qualify for front of the grid for the East Anglian Championship. So there's the 3 heading down the home straight, 129, 51, 11. Then it's 439, who's fourth. Fifth is 105, then it's 55. He's making good progress. 6th, and the world champion, 395, Michelle Randall. So those are the top 8 at the present time. The defending champion, 140, Paul Kemp, is just a little bit off this front group at the present time. But he does win a lot of races here at Caister, and may not win this one, but he won't be far away, I don't suppose. The third man, Stu Orby, is slid out on the Caister bend in car number 11. But it's still Joe Tandy Jr. who leads the way in 129. He heads off down the home straight once more. Craig Barnett still second in 51 and still finishing very quickly. 55, Danny Ireland, who now goes through into third. Could it be that he's going to win this? Well, it's possible. A lot of catching up to be done, but he might just make it as young Tandy goes through again with 9 laps done. It's 5 next time, Mr. Starter, for 129 Joe Tandy. Stu Orby, regrettably, has ended in the fence again down at the pits bend this time. So a race of might have beens for him, having led for the first 3 laps, but now having visited both the Caister and the pits fencing. So still Joe Tandy, 129. He still has it, Joe Tandy Jr. 51, Craig Barnett still running second, and Danny Ireland still running third in 55, but gaining fast on 51 for that second spot. Then the world champion, 395, Michelle Randall. She's going well, and those of you who follow the racing here will know that Michelle, beside being world champion, is also queen of the 4th places. And guess where she's running at the moment? And that may be best that she's going to make out of this, because the leader looks safe and well. 55, Danny Ireland has gone through to second. 51 is third. Michelle is fourth. Then it's 439, 6, 140 and 105. So that is the top 8 at the moment. As Joe Tandy Jr., 129 comes through again. 2 laps left to run for him. And he could yet be caught by 55, Danny Ireland. And Lisa pulls out for 11. She's gone. So that's not going to be any points for Lisa from this one. As down the far side, Joe Tandy Jr., 129, heads into the Caister bend with just a lap plus this to go, and all the time Danny Ireland in 55 is closing right in up towards the pits bend they go, and 55 could dive through here on the inside. He does. So it's Danny Ireland from Louth in Lincolnshire, the Felsham Garage car in the Felsham Garage pink, down towards the Caister bend for the last time. There's a few spinning up ahead of him, and a few's gone in the fence, but Danny's won it. Joe Tandy Jr. is second, Craig Barnett is third, and can you believe Michelle, the queen of the 4th, has done it again. Beyond that, Paul Kemp gets 5th, so he qualifies all right. And our first Witchcraft of the night, Simon Welton, in car number 6, gets 6th. There's a few come to a grisly end over on the pit spend, so we best red flag this, Mr. Starter, please, and conclude proceedings on race number 1.
And I know that I have to go where I know I have to go.
Down on the home straight then, Mr. Starter dispensing the silverware at the end of a very good first race of the night. Craig Barnett takes the 3rd place. Well done, Craig. And coming through for 2nd, he led for nearly all the way but didn't quite hold on. 1:29, Joe Tandy Jr. And taking the win with a really, really good burst through on the last lap, the youngster from Louth in Lincolnshire. He's very much one to watch, I think. He didn't win anything major this year, but I'm sure he will next year. 55, Danny Ireland. So that's how they are. Danny with the checkered flag, Joe Tandy Jr. In the middle, and Craig Barnett on the far side. The 1, 2, 3 in the first race of the night.